Happy Monday, everyone, and welcome to Your Keys to Mastery for July 18th to July 20th. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Arlene Grace, and I am a spiritual coach, numerologist, and channel on a journey of discovering what is possible. I know that we are creators. I believe that we are limitless, and I trust that all is attainable. And I want to preface this with take whatever resonates for you and to really leave the rest behind. And I know that I always say this, and there is no timestamp for these videos, that if you are attracted to it, it's because there may be a message here for you, right? And so as I tune into the energy today, today's energy is very interesting. It feels as though there's a lot of mind energy. Now we are on Monday, it's in Mercury for everyone. So the collective is moving through a journey this week. And so we usually begin Mondays with a lot of mind energy, a lot of awarenesses, a lot of ideas, a lot of wanting to perhaps express a new thought. And in this, as I was feeling into it, it feels like there's this movement of fear. This movement of fear with the 10 of clubs today, which is an opportunity to see where fear may be holding you back from the things that you want. And are you feeling trapped by life? Right? And the trappings of life is, oh, I cannot have this because I fear that I do not have enough time. I cannot do this, move forward with my business because I fear that I don't have all of the information that I need. I have fear that I cannot be successful because I haven't done this, this, and this, right? I fear that I'm not going to make my parents happy. Whatever those things are, these fears are rising up for us to actually see them, but you can probably be feeling the experience yourself. I am feeling it as a distortion of time. Today, time feels fast. Every time I look at the clock, it's like another hour has passed and then another hour has passed. And so I'm feeling it as though I don't have enough time today. And yet, when I look on paper, I have so much available time for me to do the things that I need to do or the things that I want to do. And so it's paying particular attention to these things and noticing that as these fears are rising up, you're actually in the future, right? You have fear that I cannot have these things, this thing that is in the future, because of something that I feel I do not have. Or I feel that I have this fear that I have to go and do this thing because if I don't, I will feel guilty. I'll feel guilty if I do not make my parents happy. I will feel guilty if I don't please another. I will feel guilty if I say no. All of that being the past, right? And so your invitation today is to really just stop. When you notice that you're starting to feel the anxiety or the enormity of it, to stop in a moment and just come back to presence and to really face the fear and play with, okay, then what? That's what I'm going to call it. Okay, then what? To really see what the root of the fear is, right? And so I'll give you an example. I fear that I won't be successful. Okay, then what? Then I won't have the house of my dreams. Then what? Then I won't get married. Then what? Then I won't have a family. Then what? Then I won't have the love that I want. Then what? Then I might be homeless. Then what? Then I will be living on the streets. Then what? Then I will die alone. Right? And so many of the times you will see that the root of it is that either you will die, that you will be alone, that you are not safe. This entire month of July is about discovering the safety in our own bodies, the safety in our lives, the opportunity to bring flow into our lives, that stability and structure does not mean that you are rigid in a box, that it actually means that you have flow in every aspect of your life, including your body. And so you may be experiencing this as pains, as aches, as ailments, as dis-ease. You may be feeling the movement of it and may label it as anxiety. So again, it's coming back to, are you willing to come back into presence into your own body, to take a breath and to notice, how am I feeling? Am I in alignment? Am I in my mind where I'm just telling these stories over and over again, which is now expanding this fear in my body, right? And so the key to this is to stop, to be in presence, to feel into your own energy. These stories, they no longer exist when you are here in the present moment. Yes, we have focus and we have direction in where it is that we want to do, or where it is that we want to go. We want what we want. Perfect. And to come back to this place of presence, to come back into the alignment, it allows for the fears to fall away. It allows for the stories to fall away. Right? And so in that, it is to think about, or to shift into, what are the possibilities that are available for me? If I know that at the root, it may be that I will die. And we know that everyone's body will depart. Absolutely true. And so the shift in that is, well, if the fear is showing me I'm afraid to die, am I willing to choose I'm going to live? Am I willing to live and have what it is that I want? Am I willing to move through my fear to see that there are gifts on the other side? Am I willing to continue to pursue what it is that I want? What it is that I want to experience? Am I willing to express myself? Am I willing to share the dream? Am I willing to be me fully, regardless of the fear? And so it feels as though this week is really an invitation to come into our own liberation, to come into our own sovereignty, to come into our own autonomy and our own authority. I am my own authority, and so are you. I am not capable of changing your mind, making you listen, to do the things that you want to do. That is all your choice. I had an experience today in just watching my children and my niece and my nephew. One child doesn't want to go to the park anymore. And so she's saying, no, I don't want to go. The other three are disappointed. And in observing that, they themselves discovered, well, we can't make her go to the park with us. If we drag her to the park with us, then we're all going to be miserable, because she's going to be miserable and we're going to feel bad. And so we're just going to let her stay home, and we're going to go to the park, and we're going to go enjoy ourselves. And that's it. It wasn't my job to make her go to placate the others so the others would be happy, because she would be miserable. I have no control over that. And so it's the allowing myself to be, I am my authority, and so is she, and so is he, and so is everyone else. And it's releasing the control. Because really and truly, what's holding the fear in place is control. Control that I must have my life in a certain way, that I have these expectations of how it's going to arrive, that I know that if I don't have it, then they will be disappointed. You have no idea. No idea. Right? And so now as we move into Tuesday, we're shifting into another energy where it feels like there's this completion. Tuesday, it's going to feel a little bit more emotional, right? We're moving into Venus for the week. And so in that emotion, it feels like there's this, I'm letting go, I'm done. It feels like this energy of drawing the line in the sand. I ain't going to go over this line. I'm not going to do this again. I'm not going to continue this cycle. Right. I remember when I was working corporate, and I was having an experience, right? And the experience was loud, and it was an experience of sexual harassment. And there was this day where it was like, I'm done. I'm no longer going to experience this here. I want more. And so I was inspired through pain to move in the direction of what it is that I wanted. And so this is the energy. This feels like a leap. It feels like I know I deserve more. I know I can have more. I'm willing to do it. And so I will. Right. And so the key this day is to come into this feeling of mastery, to come into this higher awareness of, okay, when I look at my life, are there places where they are not in flow? Are there places where I actually desire more? And this can be in all aspects of your life. This can be in your business. This can be in your career. This can be with your partner. This can be with a plan that you had in place or a decision that you had where it just doesn't fit anymore. And it's the willingness to let that go. The willingness to allow yourself to have more. We're all going through this time and this change of evolution. We are all evolving. We're evolving in our mind, we're evolving in our spirit, in our body, in our emotions. We are not the same person we were last night or yesterday or last week or a month ago, last year. And so we were constantly being inspired to grow. And during that time, sometimes the things that we desire no longer match. And so it's the willingness to let go of that choice rather than holding on to it, right? Like it very much feels like this energy of, when you have like in your teen years, you have that boyfriend who you really, really love, or your girlfriend or whatever, right? Your first crush, and you really, really love them. You really, really want to be with them. So you're with them and you have the honeymoon stage. And then after, for some reason, you break up. But you have this in your mind that you're going to be with this person forever, and you're probably going to get married, and you're probably going to be successful, and you're going to have all of these things. And so an opportunity comes where you guys, reconnect. And so you try to make it work. But in that time in between, in your breakup, you kind of grew a little bit. You kind of discovered a little bit more about you. And so when you come back together, it kind of doesn't match anymore. And so in this not matching anymore, you try to make it fit. You try to make yourself fit into this confine, this box that doesn't match anymore. And you stay there. And you stay in resistance. When really and truly, you probably want Billy over there, right? Or Barb or whatever. You want something more. And so there's this willingness to let go of the dream that you thought you once had. And to allow yourself to move in the direction, to leap into the direction of, hey, I am actually willing to have more, right? It's a beautiful energy. And as we move into Wednesday, the 20th, such an interesting energy. So here, this is a beautiful invitation to come into full trust, to come into full trust of you. I know what I want now. I've had this awareness of where I may have been giving others my power, where I may have been giving others my own authority, whether that's your coach or your partner, your family, whomever, society, culture, where you've now decided, oh, well, here's the line. I'm not crossing that again. And here we're being inspired to take action, right? And the action may not necessarily be, I'm going to go do the things. It can be an inner action where now we're in this place, in this energy where I feel like it's this beautiful opportunity to play with life, to actually receive life, and to allow for the mind to move higher in its own perception, move higher in its own dreams. I had an experience last night. It was really exemplifying this, where I was playing the weekend. I had an extraordinary weekend, so much fun, beach, pool, play, sun, connection. And in that, as I was going to sleep, my mind was just reenacting the weekend and the parts that I really loved. And as I was reenacting that, I was like, oh, I want more of that. I want to experience more of that. And it was me experiencing more of that in my mind, right? And this thought or this message came through. And the message was, that's the past. That's the past. And you're reenacting the past in your mind. Even though it was so good, and you're reenacting the past. No longer exists, no longer here. You had the experience. Keep on doing this. And now we're going to move into this place of expectation, an expectation that you think the next time you go to the beach is going to be exactly the same way, right? And so now you're creating an expectation. Now you're allowing yourself to move into disappointment. Now you're allowing yourself to move into this place where you're now suffering. Why can't I get to the beach? I really want to get to the beach. I really want to go there. I'm so busy. I don't have the time. All of these fears start to set in. I'm choosing my own suffering by reliving something that was so good. That was a beautiful, fun experience. Now imagine doing that for something that you did not enjoy, and continuing to be in that place of the past, continuing to rerun I don't know, I'm going to use a death in the family, or reliving a breakup, reliving losing your job, reliving not having money, all of those things where, again, you're reliving it, you're feeling it in your body because your body doesn't know the difference of what's happening here or in the future or in the past, since your body's responding. And so as you're moving into this place, you're now choosing your own suffering because now you're in fear, and now you're just creating more of it. Now you're in this place of, oh, I can't move forward. Now you're in this place of control. And so today is an opportunity for you to shift that, and to shift that into a higher perception. I'm going to be here now. I know what it is that I want. And I'm going to take that and I'm going to express that out. I'm going to share that with the world. I'm going to share that with another. I'm going to dream it. I'm going to visualize it so that I can feel it in my body, so that I can feel what it feels like to have that experience. That's the discernment, right? To feel the experience itself. And as I feel it, I'm really going to start to believe that there is no too much, that I'm willing to have ginormous amount of wealth, that I'm willing to have, I'm willing to give myself more. I'm willing to receive more from the world. I'm willing to receive more from others. I'm willing to just fully receive from life. I'm willing to allow people to give me things. I am open to receiving love. I'm open to receiving money. Doesn't matter how it comes. I am open and willing to receive absolutely everything today. Someone wants to open the door for me. Perfect. Thank you so much. I go. Someone wants to buy me a coffee. Great. Perfect. Thank you so much. Someone wants to buy you lunch. No. That's okay. I'm going to pay halfsies. I'm going to receive it. I'm going to receive from life today, and nothing is too small. And as I receive from life today, I'm going to dream bigger. More is available for me. More can come in my direction. There is no selfishness. Selfishness only exists if you're not giving yourself enough time or someone else. And so here you are, the willingness to go big with this, the willingness to allow yourself to shift into, I can have more, I will have more, while letting go of what that may look like and allowing inspiration to drive you. Drive you might not be the right word, but allowing the inspiration to direct you, to move you, to take you into, oh, this is my next action. And so in this, you can see the journey where we're moving from this place of, whoa, I see where I'm bound. I see where there's this place where I might be in this imaginary box that I feel like I'm confined in. I can feel there's these fears that are rising up. And in these fears, it's holding me back from taking the steps that I want to take. It's holding me back from expressing what it is that I want to express. It's holding me back from being me fully. And in that, there's this beautiful opportunity to see, oh, I'm not doing that again. I'm going to let that go. I'm going to let go of this dream. This dream no longer fits. And then moving into Wednesday, where we're in this place of, okay, I trust life. I trust me. I trust myself as my own authority. I decide to lead my life. And in deciding to lead my life, I am inspired to dream big and to receive from life, knowing that I'm fully supported and knowing that as I let go of my attachments to how, to when, to what, that I will receive it. Beautiful. Questions, comments, please feel free to share. And yeah, if you're watching this on Monday, come back into full presence. Check in on your breath. Are you in your mind? Full breath. Fully receive life through the breath and fully give back through your exhale. Beautiful. Wishing you all the most extraordinary Monday. I will see you in all the spaces and see you on Thursday. So much love. Bye for now.